Today in social studies, we're going to be talking about leaders. Do you know what leaders are? Leaders are people who are in charge of groups of other people. Do you know there's leaders of all different kinds? There's leaders of whole countries. There's leaders of cities. There's leaders of schools. There's leaders of your household, maybe. So let's see what different kinds of leaders we can think of. Now, I know that when I was little, growing up in my house, the leaders of my house were my mom and dad. They were the ones who told us the rules. They were the ones who helped us when we needed help. And they were the ones who did all of the important things. And that's what leaders do. Now, there's also leaders of countries. Do you know who the leader of this country is? Turkey? Turkey has a kind of leader called a president. And the president of Turkey, his name is President Erdogan. What about our school? Do you know what the person who is in charge of our school, they are a kind of leader called the director of our school. Do you know who that is? It is Mr. Campbell. Yeah, have you seen Mr. Campbell before around the school? You might have, but you might not see him too much because he has lots of important jobs leading our school. He's in charge of all kinds of different things. Now, let's see if you can think of some leaders, maybe the leader of your country or the leader of your home, or what other kinds of leaders can you think of? You might know that for countries, the leaders can have different kinds of names depending on what kind of leading they do for that country. Some countries have presidents, some countries have prime ministers, some countries have kings and queens. And kings and queens are very important leaders that make all kinds of important decisions. Do you know something very important about our leaders? No matter if they are the leader of your country or your house or your city or your school, you know, sometimes leaders make choices that we don't like. You know that? That could be your teacher, your mom and dad, the president of your country. Sometimes leaders just make choices that we don't like. But even if we don't like that leader's choice, it is so important that you show them respect and kindness, even if you don't agree with their choices. Now, let's read a poem about a king. A king is a kind of leader, and let's see what this king does with his leadership.